If you remember me, I work for Robbins Hebrew Academy.
I do remember you. I do. Would you tell me more about your school?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I just wanted to hear, how is David doing in medical school?
He's doing just great. Thank you.
Okay, and the reason I ask is because this is the 50th birthday of our school. This year we are celebrating our 50th anniversary. And
That's amazing.
So excited and so excited to reconnect with our alumni. And so many of our alumni are doing so many wonderful things like David. And I was hoping that perhaps I could set up a meeting to come to your office and speak to you about it. I know you were really involved on the Parents Association. We'd like to get everybody involved. We want to plan some special events. And I was hoping that you could help me,
I'd really like to hear more about the school today. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the school today?
I can tell you that we have raised the bar so high. We look back at the original photos where the children are working with globes, and now we have incredible science labs. Our technology program is probably the best one in the city of Toronto. We are so proud of it. And what we're doing is we're really trying to educate the 21st century learners. So we're still working on our core principles about Menschlichkeit and Tzedakah and all those wonderful things, but also we've got to reach those children, and these are digital learners, and these students are texting each other under their desks. So it's all about bringing the technology back into the classroom. We're working on all kinds of initiatives where instead of the old days, or not even so old, but when your children were there, we had the first computer labs where the students actually went to the labs. Now we're actually putting those laptops or the computers on carts, and they're being wheeled into the classrooms, and the students are learning how to work collaboratively. Their work can be shared and then put up on the smart boards for all the students to see. It is such exciting stuff, and the Judaic studies teachers have completely embraced this technology. So what they can do is incredible. We have Shinshinim, and they are coming to us from Israel, and we've put up soldiers in army barracks that are their family, and they're speaking to our children from the smart boards, and the children are communicating with them from the laptops. It's just an incredible, I can't even tell you the transformation of the school, and we're celebrating our 50th, and we're building on the principles that we had when your children were there, but we're taking it way up to the next level. And I would love for you to come. Would you like to come into the school?
Absolutely.
Could we set an appointment for you to come in?
Sure.
What is your time like? Is daytime? Daytime would be more fun because the students are actually in the classrooms.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning, right after carpool.
That would be better for me.
Probably better if you came after 9 and have we used up our time. It was so lovely to see you.
It was so lovely to see you,
and I
too.
will call you.
Thank you. So you manifested something that somebody else did a few minutes ago. So a few people before you, is that elevator pitch is a little bit distinctive from a solicitation or trying to make a meeting. And so you were establishing, and you're a fantastic development professional. I mean, you got right into it, okay? And it was phenomenal. I think that even with somebody who you're reconnecting with, you need to give that, top 5 things that you want to say about the school. And, where you're at, the fact that you told me it was the 50th birthday of the school, also important because longevity is something you'd like to get across. You tried to, you made a relationship with me by bringing me back into the conversation of someplace that I haven't been attached to for a long time. But I think the elevator pitch itself is distinguished from the either, making the meeting or the solicitation, so that, you need in your own head to be thinking about, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, if I'm reconnecting with somebody like we were, the sort of the scene that you set up, is to be able to have those, if technology is really, really important. And one of the things that really resonated was when you said we're making 21st century kids. That is a great line for an elevator pitch. So any of those other kinds of things that you would like to say about that school in 2 minutes or less, you need to get that down. You've got all the pieces of it, but you kept talking because you really wanted a meeting with me.
I was picturing you as someone very specific.
Okay,
So.
right, and you really want that meeting with me. I think you need to draw people in, and one of the things that we've talked a lot about, today, and I'm sure at other times that you've gone to be talking about development, is the whole notion of listening. So if you were going to continue that conversation with me, you should have asked me questions so that you would have given me an opportunity to talk, and then you could have taken from what I said and used it in further explaining things about school.
Okay. So
you've got all the pieces. You got all the pieces of it. You need to be able to stack it up a little bit differently.
And edit it.
And edit it.
Edit it big time.
Yeah.
And close my mouth a little.
Yeah, right. And once you've made the pitch, then you really need to ask a question.
Okay.
Unless somebody asks you a question right away, which is the best thing to happen, you make the pitch and then they go, wow, that was really interesting. They ask you something.
Okay, and thank you for saying yes to the meeting.
I did, and I'm writing a check right now.